In 1971, a psychological experiment in Stanford University revealed how quickly ordinary people could transform into ruthless authority figures and submissive prisoners. Led by psychologist Philip Zimbardo, the Stanford Prison Experiment aimed to explore the impact of situational factors on human behavior within a simulated prison environment. Volunteers were randomly assigned roles as either guards or prisoners. The study was meant to last 2 weeks, but had to be halted after 6 days due to escalating abuse. The experiment demonstrated how easily ordinary individuals can adapt to authoritarian roles and the dehumanization that can occur in confined settings. Zimbardo's research team observed rapid changes in behavior among participants, revealing the power of context and group dynamics over personal morality. The experiment sparked intense debate about ethics and psychological research, leading to stricter guidelines for future studies involving human subjects. Despite its controversial nature, the Stanford Prison Experiment continues to influence discussions on authority, obedience, and the potential for evil within all of us. This documentary delves into the events, examining the ethical implications and exploring how ordinary people can be transformed under the right circumstances. Join us as we unravel the complexities of human nature and the disturbing revelations from one of psychology's most infamous experiments. In 1971, Philip Zimbardo orchestrated an experiment simulating a prison environment in a Stanford University basement. 24 male students were selected, half to play guards and half prisoners. Participants were randomly assigned roles. The experiment was meant to last 2 weeks, but was halted after 6 days due to escalating abuse and psychological trauma. Guards quickly adopted authoritarian behaviors, using their power to humiliate and dehumanize prisoners. Physical and psychological abuse became commonplace. Prisoners endured harsh conditions including sleep deprivation and solitary confinement. Their identities were stripped away, replaced by assigned numbers. The experiment revealed how ordinary people can become complicit in abusive systems when placed in positions of authority or subjected to oppressive environments. Ethical concerns were raised post-experiment, leading to stricter guidelines for human research. It remains a landmark study in social psychology and human behavior. Zimbardo's experiment highlighted the ease with which good people can turn to evil under certain circumstances, raising questions about individual responsibility within structured hierarchies. The Stanford Prison Experiment underscores the importance of accountability and oversight in systems of power to prevent the abuse of authority and protect human rights. Participants' experiences varied widely. Some guards became excessively cruel while others resisted, showing the complex nature of human responses to power dynamics. Psychologists argue that situational factors heavily influence participants' behaviors, suggesting that context plays a significant role in shaping human actions. The experiment's controversial methods led to debates about its validity and ethics. However, it continues to influence discussions on the nature of power and obedience. Participants reported long-lasting psychological effects, including PTSD symptoms, indicating the profound impact of such immersive experiences on mental health. Despite criticisms, the study provided valuable insights into the psychology of imprisonment and the dangers of unchecked power, influencing policies and practices in correctional facilities. Today, the Stanford Prison Experiment serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the potential for ordinary individuals to commit extraordinary acts of cruelty when placed in positions of authority. Its findings challenge our assumptions about morality and the resilience of the human spirit under duress, urging society to critically examine the structures that shape our behaviors. Through this experiment, Zimbardo demonstrated how quickly and easily people can adapt to roles imposed upon them, illustrating the fluidity of human morality in response to situational pressures. The Stanford Prison Experiment also raises questions about the nature of evil and whether it resides within individuals or emerges from societal structures and the context in which people find themselves. This experiment has sparked countless discussions in classrooms and beyond, encouraging us to reflect on our own capacity for both good and evil in different circumstances. Understanding the dynamics of power and obedience is crucial for creating healthier, more just societies, where individuals are less likely to succumb to the darker impulses that arise in oppressive environments. The Stanford Prison Experiment remains a powerful reminder of the need for vigilance against the abuse of power and the potential for good people to commit terrible acts under certain conditions. It highlights the importance of ethical considerations in psychological research and the impact of situational factors on human behavior, challenging us to think deeply about the nature of evil and moral responsibility. By exploring the depths of human potential for cruelty, the Stanford Prison Experiment offers a sobering perspective on the fragility of our moral compasses and the critical role of context in shaping human actions. This groundbreaking study continues to provoke thought and discussion about the limits of human nature and the measures necessary to ensure justice and dignity in all institutions. Ultimately, the Stanford Prison Experiment teaches us that we must remain vigilant against the dehumanizing forces of power and authority, ensuring that our institutions uphold the highest standards of ethical conduct. In the experiment, guards were given no formal training or guidance, leading to their reliance on their own judgment, often resulting in abusive behavior towards prisoners. This lack of oversight highlights the dangers of unchecked power. Zimbardo himself became deeply involved, playing the role of superintendent, which affected his objectivity. His immersion underscores how quickly people can adapt to new roles and lose sight of ethical boundaries. Participants' behaviors changed drastically within days, with guards becoming cruel and prisoners losing hope. The rapid transformation reveals how situational factors can overpower personal morality. The experiment was terminated early due to escalating abuse, raising questions about ethical research limits. It highlighted the need for strict guidelines to protect participants' rights and well-being. The Stanford Prison Experiment revealed how ordinary people could turn abusive under certain conditions. It showed the power of situational factors over individual morality. The experiment highlighted the dangers of unchecked authority and the ease with which individuals can succumb to group dynamics and social pressures. Despite its controversial methods, the study remains influential, sparking debates on ethics, psychology, and the nature of human behavior under stress. It underscores the importance of ethical oversight in psychological research and the potential for good people to commit acts of cruelty when placed in specific roles. The Stanford Prison Experiment serves as a stark reminder of the need for vigilance against dehumanization and the potential for systemic abuse. Its findings challenge us to reflect on our own capacity for change and the impact of societal structures on individual actions and moral decisions. Understanding the dynamics explored by this experiment helps in designing better systems and preventing abuses before they escalate. By examining these complex interactions, we gain insights into how to build more humane institutions and foster environments where ethical standards prevail. The lessons from the Stanford Prison Experiment are timeless and essential for creating societies that value human dignity and uphold justice. As we continue to learn from history, let us strive to create conditions where good people remain good, regardless of their roles or circumstances. Remember the power of context and individual responsibility, and work towards a world where the potential for evil is minimized and the good in humanity prevails.